into the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the Navy midshipmen taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Entering play call screen.
Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Navy's offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The option look. He never had a chance to get it to the edge at first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. The short hands. It's Peterson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time.
Entering RPO Lance Ghost.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Bachmeier. The pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a nip.
Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
Option. I'll hit double slant stick.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Driveway corner.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Irish! First points of the day are on the board.
Next touchdown just got this little place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. On the option, finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Looking for space. It's Braswell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up through and sacked at the 12. Navy will have to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tuggle. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 5 on that last one. Now, how aggressive will they be on 2nd and inches? Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he has all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Navy offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll be stopped short in the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Now on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Trying to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Sticks it in his belly. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Gets the back moving. Fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. He's looking to throw. Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted.
We're still early in this ballgame, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Entering play call, you have 7
And this guy has been a
options.
machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Got a man in the middle. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leach, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Got the first down and more. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. The midshipman got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Big fullback's got it. Trying to keep those big legs turning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Power football with the run. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounds. You can't always throw for it on third down.
Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. You might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Navy will go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
And you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement against them.
Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Peterson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Grab near the marker. It's Perez. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They run the sticks at the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Working the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from the 50. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving.
Double slant stick.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out in the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy...
Touchdown! Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Navy offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You've already sent your punt around 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They get to him as he throws. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
For this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up a 1st down. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powers through the defender. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Back to pass on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long.
Zero is selected. Spread.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's McClain. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Buckmeyer. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Perez.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the catch. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
56, Navy 3.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Entering base model.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Buckmeyer. Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down.
Spot is selected.
Gonna run it, it's Hawkins. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. You got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games. You know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
To the air on first down. Steps away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you done.
Navy now facing third and short.
Blitz 0 is selected.
Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Hunter. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll go to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And here comes the punt team. Here's the return. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
High the chains now on second and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perez. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. Gets the back moving. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on second and short. Run it with the fullback. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on first and 10 from the 29.
Mid-blitz 0 is selected.
They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They're dealing with a second and long.
Mid-blitz 0 is selected. Spread.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Spread.
Trying play action. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Navy will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Running back searching for a hole. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Larson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
First and 10 for the offense. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but it makes life really easy on the second down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Got it in the middle. It's Barres. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. To the air, it's Bachmeier. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Looking to get it in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And down he goes back at the 3. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Irish, back on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Perez. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd? And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. I mean, well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground.
Double slant stick.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion.
Empty base. Coaching. Pause. You have 6 options. Depth. Entering. A, F, W, R. Slot 2. Slot 4. Slot 2. L, G. W, R. Slot 3. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 6. L, R. SLWR. Slot 2. And
First
entering
down.
post screen, you
I'm a
have
little bit
5
surprised they're
options.
still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense,
Entering
so
play
they're letting
call,
it fly.
empty base.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going.
Double slant stick is
From the
selected.
gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Richardson. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off
Enter
the big
keep
play.
double in.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Irish! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. They've hunted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll run this play from the pistol.
You have 12 options. Cover 1 ball selected.
On the move, it's Peterson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Categories. You have 12 options.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
There are 6 categories. You have 12 options. Blitz 0 is selected.
He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
Double mug. There are 6
Here's
categories.
this offense with a fresh set of downs.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out. He's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It's caught downfield. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Entering paused screen, you have 6 options.
Navy will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here.
Inside zone.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to run.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Cover 1 hill is selected.
Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. Gets away from 1. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the board and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit.
Six categories. You have well options.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 16 in punt formation to kick it away.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds.
Empty punch wide.
Offense in an empty set.
You have 9 options. Drag curl is selected.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeyer. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Tuggle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Larson. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Entering, spacing, those curls. Option, tricks, treat, shut, keep, curl flat, tagger.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.